Hi, it's Tim from Fair Play Now. Off to do a bit more electrical work today. No power to garage apparently, so a bit of fun fault finding to be done there. Anyway, while I'm getting there, I thought I'd talk a bit more about this virus nonsense. And I've got three ridiculous stories. First one, some burger joint in London has been fined some whopping amount of money for breaking the curfew rules. They actually served a burger at the hour of 10:04 p.m, so 4 minutes past the curfew time. Actually, the ironic thing is they actually sort of took the order before 10, but obviously it took them a while to prepare it and get it ready. So by the time it was passed over the counter to the customer, it was 10:04. So 4 minutes over, and they get this massive fine. Second story, and this is even more ridiculous. In Melbourne, Australia, they actually found a homeless man who was out and about, and fined him about, I think it was about 1,600 Australian dollars, which is about £800. I'm a homeless man, fining him for being out and about. You couldn't make this stuff up. And I'll tell you, it's getting to the stage where I think a lot of law-abiding people like me are just losing respect for the police and the authorities. And then the third story, and this is sort of very, very sad. I don't know if you saw the footage of that funeral a couple of days ago, where the mum who'd lost her husband was obviously crying, and they're all there sitting in the funeral parlour with all the chairs all spaced out, and I think the woman's two sons, sort of adult sons, pulled their chairs up to be close to her and put their arms around her to comfort her and everything. And a guy came running out, one of the members of staff came running out and told them no, they've got to separate again. That's just disgusting. And I think that one's gone viral, and a lot of people are seeing that. And I just hope it's one of those things that ends up being a turning point, where the madness just becomes recognised as madness by a significant or enough people to make a difference for a tipping point to happen. Because it's got to happen soon. And we can't keep going with all this absolute nonsense, which is destroying lives, destroying happiness, destroying the economy, destroying jobs, and all those people from Cineworld who are going to lose their jobs now, and we're going to be facing a very uncertain future. And all for a virus. Don't forget, this is all for a virus, which, yes, if you do get it, it's not nice and it can be dangerous, but the average age of death from the coronavirus is 81 or 82, something like that, so pretty close to average life expectancy anyway. And also, it's right the way down to number 24, the 24th biggest killer in the country at the moment. It's way behind just normal flu and pneumonia now. And I wouldn't believe all this nonsense about rising cases either, because that's just all based on this very inaccurate testing method they've got, which creates so many false positives, it's untrue. And yet, despite all those facts, that's not just me saying that, they're facts, that the testing is inaccurate. It's just showing up normal flu and colds as well as the virus, as it would do. And the reason why cases are going up is because there's more and more people getting colds and flu now as we're coming into autumn and winter. exist in this country. So it's time for the madness to end. And I've started making these videos, and I think everybody should start making videos or putting things on online, on Facebook, wherever you can, just calling out the nonsense. If you hear a stupid story like these ones I've told, tell it to your friends, tell it to your family, tell it to any followers you've got on Facebook or YouTube. And if there's enough of us starting to call all this nonsense out, hopefully that tipping point will be reached and we can end this madness now. So anyway, Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching. Just a quick add-on, just come away from that job I was telling you about, the no power in the garage job. That was a quick one. I was only in there for 10 minutes. I just took one look around the electrics in the garage, and it was an absolute basket case. Just all sorts of dangerous stuff going on in there. So I just told them, they need to have a rewire, at least in the garage, and just left it at that. No charge to them. I don't charge for things like that because that's the kind of guy I am, and frankly they'll probably need the money for the rewire. But the point I want to make is that not necessarily them, I don't know how bothered they are about the virus, but I can tell you as an electrician, there are people all the way up and down this country who are absolutely petrified of the virus. They're all sort of into it, all the masks and staying in, wanting lockdowns, more lockdowns and all the rest of it. I can guarantee you as an electrician, they'll be living with electrics just as lethal as what I've just seen back there. And they've been living with electrics like that for years. And as an electrician, often you say to these people, look, you've got to get that sorted out. And their reply is, I've been alright, I've lived with my electrics like that for years, I've been perfectly okay. Yeah, well, you've also been living with viruses for years as well, and you've been perfectly okay with those. So why are you sort of making a fuss about not a particularly deadly virus, making all this fuss about that when you've got the more immediate danger of lethal electrics right in your house under the very same roof as you? So I just thought I'd make that point. People need to get their priorities right. Anyway, Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.